Hello, you. Are you ready for Freddie? Well, my goodness, don't keep your foot in the door. Come on into Robbins Nest. This is the place where you relax and you hear all the great records, the things you've been requesting. This is where your ear guzzles up a storm. Wonderful music. And we're proud on this session of the Nest. We have a real good friend of ours as a guest in the Nest, a guy we've known ever since the days when he was singing with Tommy Dorsey. A man with a fabulous career and one of the greatest singers this country has ever known. He's marvelous. The Columbia record star, motion pictures, television, everything, and a model for young singers everywhere. A big fat welcome to Frank Sinatra.
Thank you, Freddie, and I'm very pleased to be here.
And we're just as pleased to have you here, Frank. We got lots to talk about, but I think we should have some music first.
All right, that's fine. That'd be great.
All right, now let's put a little rosin on the bone, away we go. And so we've got FS in Robbins Nest for a bit of a chat and our usual bringing up to date of the fabulous and wonderful Sinatra career. Frankie, now at the stage of big television stardom, must have lots of opinions, a whole review of your career so far on TV, Frank, what you've learned, whether it's changed your technique any, and so forth.
You want me to really talk about my opinion?
Oh, I sure do, about TV and what you think
Well, get
of
ready
it.
for radio to get to replace television again. No, I'm kidding. I think television's a great business, Freddie. It's, this is no ingenious statement when I say it's a baby business, but it's growing so terribly fast that it's almost frightening. I mean, the love for the business on the part of the public is so far ahead of the people who do television and the technicians in it that I don't know what we're going to do to catch up with it. I suppose the first thing I should tell you is my gripe. Don't you think so?
Oh, yeah, we want
I
to hear
would
the
tell you
gripes
that
and the loves about
should
TV.
come later. My gripes about television is that not enough time has been planned about in the theaters where you do your show, first of all, where you go to work. There's such a mishmash, that's an old Arabic term that I've used for years, about what type lighting and what kind of an auditorium in which you do your show, that automatically before you start, you're working in a bad ball field, away from home. And secondly, although the kids and all the guys in it who are working in it, they're still feeling their way around, and that goes for me too, of course. Now, mind you, I'm including myself. Primarily, Freddie, I think that it'll take another year before. Well, let me put it this way: people who work in the legitimate theater, stage-hands, stage managers, the performers, and everybody else. Well, they've been doing it for many years, and everybody knows exactly what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. In television, it moves so rapidly that it's going to take some time before everybody becomes completely accustomed to the emergencies and the changes of mind or a slip of a line of dialogue so that it changes the entire scene. If I make myself clear, you're lucky at this point.
No, we get it.
Those of you who tuned in late, you're fortunate.
Oh, no, I wouldn't say that, Frank. I would say they're very lucky to be here at all. And if it so happens that you did fall in, this is Frank Sinatra with Fred Robbins and Robbins Nest, and we got a real important message for you, and then Frankie and I will continue in just a couple of seconds. When you make an investment in something as important as television, you want to know you're going to have years of enjoyment from it. And when you buy Emerson Television, you're assured of just that, because Emerson Television is life-tested. Yes, every model, every part is laboratory tested and retested under conditions far more severe than home use to make sure that the Emerson you buy today will last and last and last. This is proof, actual scientific proof of Emerson's better performance and longer life. And now, giant screen, life-tested Emerson Television with all the exclusive Emerson advanced engineering features is easier to own than ever before. Emerson Television has long been America's best buy. Now it's truly your best buy. Where to get it? Let's listen to a friend of yours. Yeah, it's FS with FR and Robbins Nest, and we're discussing the television aspect of the Sinatra career. One thing sure, though, Frank, and that is that television is definitely your medium, in that the whole wonderful spontaneous charm of Sinatra comes across, as it happens on the spot in TV.
Well, this I don't know. I mean, this is your opinion, and I'm flattered with your opinion. Frankly, it's a nice thing to hear.
That's the consensus, I think.
Well, I'm doubly flattered, but I like television for myself as I think it's a tremendous medium. I love doing television. It's exciting. It's current. In other words, when you make a motion picture, the frustration in an actor or an actress in making a motion picture is that you never get to see what you've done for at least a year.
Yeah.
Unless you make a quickie. If you got a fast car, you catch a preview the same night. But generally, you make a picture, and it takes so long to see it that the fun is out of your job. Whereas in television, in my case, every Saturday night is opening night. It's a big boot. It's 9 o'clock. The guy says you're on stage, and that's one of the reasons why I love it. Primarily why I love it.
And the reaction is immediate.
That's right, and there's no repetition, which is great for a performer. You don't get stale. You don't become stereotyped. You have to work hard and learn your lines, and be alert, and generally be a pretty bright person. And I think that's good for every actor and actress. As a matter of fact, I'm not a messiah in the least, but I think that every performer should spend some time in television.
Hey, we're going to spend a little time with some records right now, Frank, because a friend of ours wants to buy the microphone. We're breathing the same air as Frank Sinatra in Robbins Nest.
Yeah.
One thing certain, Frank, is this, that every facet of your personality has been brought out on TV, and many things that you didn't have a chance to do in pictures, perhaps, or on the radio, you now do on television. I've noticed, for example, that you're tending toward comedy, which I think is terrific.
I like to do it, actually.
No question that you're wonderful at it, and it develops a whole new Sinatra, a whole new realm to your whole expression and everything.
Well, I have a cousin who's very funny named Sam Sinatra. Of course, he hasn't been around yet, but I mean, I probably got my comedy from that. I'm kidding.
Does this mean that actually, I think television should develop a singer to the point where if he has a personality, as a performer, it should bring it out. Everybody knows that you're a great performer, but does this mean that you're going to blend your singing now in the future with comedy, offhand comedy, as it happens?
I would think so, Freddie. As a matter of fact, I had planned that long before television came, or before I decided to get into television. Years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, I tried to talk to certain people in pictures on the coast in doing these kind of stories whereby I would be doing a light comedy role and yet do songs. In other words, do a book about a comedy with songs dropped into it to flavor a little bit. And I think this will tend to bring forth such properties after I've done this time in television. I think maybe we've proven something. And comedy, as you probably know, you've been around show business long enough and been in it to know that it's the toughest realm, the toughest part of show business. And yet, if you work with the proper kind of people, well, it's fun and it comes easily.
Well, you've got a great flair for it, that's for sure. Now we got an important message, and then we'll continue.